What's up, guys? It's Yung Yack. Sitting here with Zomb-EYE. Well, I'm sitting here, he's standing here, but you know. I'm about to give you guys a couple of tips, some things that you can do to work on if you want to be an artist, not just a rapper. If you want to be any kind of like a musician at all, these are some tips that'll help you out in the long run. That are real small things that like really you don't get into until you start like critiquing. But like, if you work on them now and try and practice them now, later on down the road, it's going to be like not anywhere near as much of an issue for you. The four things that I want to talk about are the emotion that you put into your music, the nervousness that people get, especially when recording and performing. I want to talk about your actual performance, which is like how you look, how you move, how you sound, how you project yourself all around in your performance, and also effort. Effort's like the last thing that I'm going to talk about because it's like actually the biggest part to all of it. And like, yeah, so I guess let's get into it. I'm going to talk about emotion first. A lot of times you hear like new up and coming rappers, much like myself. I notice like a lot of times when I'm recording and those samples that I'm not keeping and those ones that I'm like throwing away, it's because I'm not necessarily like not finishing the verse, or I'm not messing up. It's just that I sound like I'm reading, and you shouldn't sound like you're reading. Like you'll hear in like a couple of my newer songs, I'm starting to get more relaxed with the microphone, and I'm starting to, you know, feel more comfortable with it and can speak to it like I'm speaking to you right now. And that's how I want my music to sound. I want it to sound like I'm speaking to you, not reading to you, not something that I wrote down. I want you to hear what I'm saying. And that's like a big thing that people need to work on. Something you can do to...
There also, some people, when they rap, they put a whole different spin on how they even talk. Like I know a couple people who rap, and when I talk to them, they talk normal, but then like when they rap, it's like they're like, it's not. I understand like it's a whole different concept, but like you don't go from talking like pronouncing R's and everything correctly. Like, you just sometimes that just don't work out.
Yeah, you're like, who like you are and how you sound is like a real important thing. Like, think of it this way: if you were gonna write a song and you wanted to sing it to someone or rap it to someone, it doesn't, you know what I mean, at all. If you wanted to do that and you did that and you sat there like this, so my name is Yung Yack and I am awesome at what I do, something like that, something stupid like that, they're not gonna want to hear it. But when you like come in, you're like boom boom, you know what I mean, like you got the performance going on, like the swagger in your voice. Like, I know it sounds kind of cheesy to say that, but that's what you need. You need to put like the emotion into that, because like music is a very, very emotional thing, and you can like really get to people with music, and it's crazy like how it affects people. The next thing that I want to get on though is nervousness. I've noticed that like I have a lot of nervousness when I'm speaking into the microphone. Zomb-EYE has it, Quinn has it, Treat has it. Everyone gets this nervousness as soon as you step onto the microphone.
Dude, my hands can start a fucking earthquake.
It's crazy. It's real nerve-wracking, and like it sounds like such a stupid thing because you're standing in a room by yourself. You know what I mean? Or like you're sitting in a room like with like one or two people around you, and you know they're people that you're around all the time, and you wrote this with them and you've said it to them a million times. But when you get onto that microphone, it's a whole new thing. It's something that you can do to overcome that. My friend Treat, that I've been rapping with for a little bit now, actually told me this, to do it in the dark, record in the dark. You can't see, and it kind of makes you feel like, you know, no one's like around, and like you can just like do it, and do it like how you would put your heart into it when you're doing it. Like I said, emotion is another thing that'll help you get rid of that nervousness. When you put everything that you got into it, eventually you're just going to get over the fact that like you sound stupid because like there's a bunch of people not hearing the music around you when you have it in your headphones and you're just going at it as loud as you can. You're gonna get over that. So yeah, do it with the lights off. Also practice. Try and learn your words before you actually record them. I have a big problem with that. I'll write a song and want to record it right away, and like
Yeah.
I need to work on that. So that's another thing. 3's performance. You can't just be a rapper. You have to act the part. You can't just be a singer. You have to act the part. You don't just, become skilled at something because of how you sound. It's more about, how you present yourself and how you present that skill. Because there's people out there who are not great rappers. I'm not going to say any names right now, but like they're on the radio, and it's because of how they present themselves. It's because of the show that they put on that people want to hear it and people want to see it. It does have to do a lot with the music. I'm not going to lie about that. But as long as you can perform that and like make it seem like, you're in that position, like people will definitely catch on a lot more. And the last thing that I want to talk about is effort and a way we can like work on that. Effort, what I do is I sit around and I will write one song a day. I think writing one song a day, 7 songs a week, okay, that's 31 songs a month. Okay.
Even when you're just like sitting there and you think of a bar, write it down.
Yeah.
Anything like you sit there and think of it, be like, oh, I'll write that note. Like write it down as soon as you think of it, because I've had a couple of times where like I thought it was some like nasty shit, and I didn't write it down. I forgot.
But yeah, if you did that and you did 30 songs a month times 12 months, that's 370 something songs, 360 something actually. But still, if you put the effort in, and you'll see yourself over the weeks. Just go back and read the stuff from the week before also when you do that, and see the difference in how you sound and the difference in like the way you're doing it. Also do that. Take your old recordings. Don't delete your samples that sounded bad and stuff like that. Actually, you should save those and then go back and listen to them, and then listen to yourself after a couple of weeks, and you'll hear like crazy progression in like all of it. I promise you. But yeah, that's pretty much what I have to talk about today. This is my first podcast with Zomb-EYE here. It's the Goonsquad. If you have any questions, comments, want to hear anything that we're able to like help you with, talk about, mess around, whatever, it doesn't matter. Just give us a shout out, let us know. Alright, peace.